think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I look like an absolute train wreck. So clearly today we are vlogging. I feel like I haven't vlogged in a little while and I have 2 days off work. I think the last time I spoke to you, unless it was on Instagram stories, is I think just before I got told I was going back to work. Please do excuse the state of me this morning. I have yet to have a shower and freshen up and wash my hair. But yeah, like I was just about to say, I've been in work now for, well, what's it, so it's Thursday today, since the last Monday, so over a week. And it's been, I don't want to sound like I'm coming off as obviously complaining and moaning, because I'm in a really lucky situation where, you know, I'm back in work. I've been earning money this whole time, and I still have my job. But I've said this before, and I'm sure some of you guys know that I work in a House of Fraser store, and not all of us beauty girls are back yet. So Liz and Caitlin aren't really back in work. Caitlin should be back next week, and I'm missing them so much, because I feel like when there's not many of us in, like there's just 2 of you, which it's been the same with like me and Emily or Sarah or someone. I'm saying these names and you guys just don't know who I'm on about. Basically all the girls that I work with in the beauty department in my store. So yeah, not all of us have been back, so it's been a little bit weird obviously not having the usual squad. I was very anxious to go back to work just because I've gotten used to being at home was the new normal, and I was trying to keep myself busy every day. I was filming quite a lot, which I was really enjoying. Definitely really weird because it's still not that busy, and my days are literally just spent walking around in circles, cleaning my counter, maybe talking to a few customers, but it's not fun. But yeah, back in work, so I have been pretty tired. I work 9 till 5:30, even though our store opens at 10, so for an hour I'm literally not doing much. I felt like lockdown was actually quite exciting for me because I'd started to work with brands like Boohoo and Pretty Little Thing, which I'm really excited to hopefully continue to work with. But yeah, I feel like now that I'm back in work, I don't really have much of a chance to create content because I'm so tired after work. I get home at like 10 to 6. I don't wear like a proper full face of makeup to work, so I'm not going to come home and put even more makeup on and put my extensions in and get dressed, because all I want to do is lie down in bed, then go and get some food, and then go to sleep, which it's not fun. I don't want to feel like that, but I know many people are in the same boat where, you know, you work all day and you get tired afterwards and there's not really much to do in the evenings, but you need to pay your bills. So I think in my last vlog I was actually talking about looking at renting. Things have changed. I am actually now looking to buy a house. A lot of people were a bit taken aback because even though I am in a relationship, I'm looking to buy a house on my own, just because I have always been a really independent person. I like to do things my way. I'm very independent. I'm quite impatient, and I don't know, I just feel like, I don't want to talk about it too much, but because I've watched Ellie Darby's Law of Attraction video yesterday, and I've been interested in the Law of Attraction for probably over a year now, and manifesting, but I don't feel like I've really dug that deep into it. I'm just kind of like scratching the surface on putting out into the universe what I want to get back. And I don't do meditation, but I do want to try and get into it. But a lot of the time will sit there and like I kind of visualize, and I just think about where I want to be. You know, I don't know when it'll happen, but obviously things are starting to change, and even though I love living at home with my mum, like I'm able to save, even though I haven't saved quite nearly as much as I should because I was a little bit happy spending my money. I just feel like I'm ready to have my own space. I love interior design. Obviously I'm still kind of trying to transform my bedroom, so I don't want to just ditch that video, so I think I'm going to hopefully finish that before I actually find a place and move out, because I'm still waiting on my bed and I still haven't put the mirror and the shelves up, but I might do that soon just to say like it's up. It's not a big deal if obviously then a month later maybe I move house, I just take it down again. I don't even know if I've gone on a tangent with anything I've just said, but that is kind of updates on me and where I'm at. I thought I would just vlog these 2 days that I'm off because, like I said, I've got 2 house viewings today. I might pop to town just because I haven't had a chance to go to Primark in my town yet, and I don't want it to be busy because there have been queues outside, but whether I go before the first viewing or later on before it closes, I don't know. So I'm gonna go and shower and wash my hair, and then maybe I'll show you while I get ready. I don't know. Hello again, it's me. See what I mean? This is my hair. Obviously it's just been in a bun, but there's just nothing to it. I need extensions. Anyway, it's been a little bit longer than I thought. I was going to pick the camera back up, but obviously I had my shower, I got ready, put some makeup on, I dried my hair, and I've pretty much just been taking a couple of photos. I took 2 photos in some Pretty Little Thing items that I was sent the other day, and I've posted one today. I've got one for maybe on the weekends, just a more chilled one, and I've been trying to get a photo in this set, which is from a brand called Stronger that I'm collaborating with on Instagram as well. I really like it actually. They do loads of gym wear, and obviously you could class this as a gym wear set, but you can also just use it as like loungewear, like just a coat that you can go out in, stick some trainers on, you're good to go. And then what, 2:15, so that's about half an hour. So in, yeah, about half an hour or so, me and my mum are gonna go to the first house viewing, which I think is still being lived in at the moment, so I'm a little bit like, what, I don't know what to expect. Obviously walking into someone else's house, if all this stuff is just still there, like you can't really get a feel for if there's any issues or just the space in general. And then I'm meeting my granddad at another house, which me and my mum actually viewed last week. It was the first house that I went to see for myself, and I do like it, so that's why I'm going back to look at it again, but with my granddad, because we're not sure if there was a little bit of like a damp issue by the back door in the kitchen, but he owns properties and renovates a lot of stuff, so hopefully he'll have a better idea of like if it's bad, if he likes the space, and what I could do with it. And if you guys do have any questions about like moving out or buying a house, obviously I'm 22, I can't afford loads because obviously it goes off what your annual salary is and how much of a deposit you have. That really depends then how much the banks or like places are willing to lend you. But for me on my own, for my first property, I feel like what I can afford is enough if I just find the right place. So yeah, so it's been a little while. I've gone to view 2 houses today, and then I popped to town on the way home and had a little look in Primark. I do have another bag here of when I popped in to a different one before, so I'm actually going to sit down and film a Primark haul when I finish this and have some food. But so the first house that I went to see I hadn't seen before. It's not particularly in an area that I would ideally live, just because I know the traffic coming through that town can be a little bit bad, especially if I'm still in the job I'm in now. it's further kind of like up the mountain way, and not as close to kind of like Newport Way and the bridge. So yeah, the location isn't ideal, but the house itself was actually quite nice. For the price I think it was up for was more in my budget than other houses that I've seen or wanted to look at. I think that there's potential in this house. But then the second house that I went to see was the one that I went to see last week with my mum, but I took my granddad with me this time because my granddad, I'm pretty sure he owns a couple of flats and he's built things and made extensions on his house that he owns, and he's quite handy like that, so he knows what he's talking about. And there was a couple of like little things that me and my mum were a bit wary about. My granddad came and confirmed them, but also these houses were, so there was two houses which I'm pretty sure they used to be one and they'd been split. So the one house that I looked at was an end of terrace, and then I didn't realise the house next to it was actually up for sale as well, but it had a sold sign on it, so I'm guessing maybe someone had gone to look at it and then it had fallen through because of coronavirus. But yeah, so the one house that I was looking at had 2 bedrooms and the bathroom was downstairs, and then the house next door had 3 bedrooms and the bathroom was upstairs. That kitchen was slightly smaller. The kitchen that I obviously liked was bigger, but I think there may have been some damp by the back door that we don't know, whether it was like rising damp, whether it had been coming through and an old door had been replaced. I accidentally poked a hole in the ceiling, which was fun. I'm a little bit disappointed because my granddad said, just said don't buy it. Just don't buy it. It's not ideal. Their stairs came into one of the bedrooms in that house, so there was like this built-in just box thing where technically some of the head height from the stairs next door had to come up into one of the bedrooms in the corner. Very weird. I don't know. And then also the bedrooms of that next door actually came on top of the living room in the house that I was looking at. So the one I looked at, the bedrooms were towards the back and they had the windows at the back. You couldn't see anything at the front because it's actually attached to the other bedrooms. So I don't know how that would even go about like hearing people in both houses. I just need to be patient and just whatever comes my way will come my way, you know. It's not like gonna happen, you know. I've only been looking for a few weeks really. I'm obviously going to see the mortgage advisors tomorrow, just to get some more information and confirm like what I can borrow, what mortgages would be available to me, and just discuss like my deposit and get I think it's called like a principal in agreement or agreement in principle, something like that. And yeah, just try and forget about moving out now. And you know, I've already put another £500 away this month, so I'm trying to get my help to buy up more, because obviously you get 25% extra of what you put in there. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying my rambling, but if you have any questions or maybe some advice on moving out and buying your first home and things like that, do leave them below. I've just made myself a, what did I put in this? Chicken and lettuce sandwich, and I'm watching a couple of YouTube videos that have come out the past few days. I finished filming my Primark haul. This is one of the I haven't even taken the labels off yet. It's really comfortable though. Yeah, this is one of the pieces in it. God, I had my windows open the whole time though because it's just so warm in here, and there's just noises of motorbikes and people outside, and I thought I had to like stop filming at one point because I was just getting stressed. But it's now, what's the time? 7:15. I need to do a little bit of tidying up with some clothes by there and just take a bit of rubbish down after I've had my sandwich. And I'm probably just going to hoover through my bedroom, just give it a bit of like a polish and a hoover. I don't know whether to change my bed sheets tonight or just do it tomorrow. And yeah, just make sure there's maybe no more pictures that I want to take today before I kind of take my makeup off and settle down a little bit later. Obviously I'm going to get ready again tomorrow just because I'm off again, I've got the mortgage broker appointment at 12. Don't know how long I'll be there for, but hopefully the weather will be nice, so maybe I can do a little bit of sunbathing or just kind of chill, and not have to worry about running around anywhere like I have today, and just have an actual day off, unless I just take some photos. I am still tired and it's like 10:30. Yeah, I need to go back downstairs and get the parcel that arrived a minute ago. I need to go and warm my coffee back up because I keep leaving it and forgetting. So I need to go warm that back up in a minute and finish that. I've had some toast. My room's a little bit messy, so I need to tidy that up. And I didn't end up hoovering or polishing yesterday, so I might do that. So I just worked that out because I'm really bad at maths. But yeah, imagine for a whole year that I've nearly been in this job earning a full-time wage, obviously still living at home, so I don't have tons of outgoings. I have quite a lot left over every month compared to like people who obviously have to pay a mortgage and their bills, which will be a shock for me when I move out. I know it will, but I just need to get used to obviously not having just tons of money to throw around and buy myself stuff. Like, but yeah, if I had saved £500 every month for a year, I would have had another £6,000. But yeah, I'm gonna go and get that parcel. I think it's from BOUX. I might show you what I've got in it, tidy up my room a little bit, and then decide whether I'm gonna get ready or not. So it's later on in the afternoon now. I went and had my appointment at the mortgage advisor place, and he was really, really lovely actually. I'm out of breath because I just ran back upstairs. He was really, really lovely, gave me some more advice, and it's a little bit frustrating because basically, because of the whole coronavirus situation, when I last went to talk to a mortgage advisor end of last year, obviously things have changed since then. It's been quite a while actually. I didn't realise it was that long. So obviously with all the stuff that's been going on, obviously people losing jobs and companies going bust and just the economy and money, even though house prices and like the market might be lower because people are obviously like trying to sell their houses, maybe I don't know the full terms, but maybe like all of this that's happened has kind of affected the prices of houses. But what is also affected is the actual mortgage lenders, so whether that is like a bank or a building society or whoever can lend a mortgage, I think they're just finding it a lot riskier now. So a lot of places just won't do 95% mortgages, where as before there were a few places that would accept basically like a 5% deposit, and you didn't always need 10%, because 10% I think has always been like the main deposit you'd put down for a property. But he also said that if there might not be many mortgage lenders that will even offer a 90% mortgage, which is 10%. Yeah, I don't quite have 10% yet of how much I think a property that I like the look of is going for. Obviously because I'm looking to buy on my own at the moment, I can't afford as much as if there was two of you together. You could afford more. But I'm gonna keep looking and just keep saving. So obviously I've put £500 away this month. I'm just gonna have a little look if anything else comes up on the market over the next couple of weeks, and then next month hopefully put another £500 away, and then just see where I'm at then. And he gave me his card and he said if you have any questions or need a bit more advice on anything, just give me an email or WhatsApp him, and he's happy to help. I'm not too sure what's going to come up. I haven't really seen anything that I'm loving at the moment, but I just take that as a sign that it's just not the time to buy right now. And I know that the right property will come about when it needs to. That's just how I'm going to think about it. I am actually going to IKEA for a little look around for some inspiration. Obviously for the while that I am still at home, I'm still waiting for my bed, and I'm going to put the shelf and the mirror up at some point I think. So if there's anything that maybe I really, really like that I just want to have in my room for now. I'm not too worried about spending money on things that I know I really like and are like a classic piece. Obviously IKEA is like really affordable and simple, but everything in my bedroom that I have now I'm going to take with me when I move out anyway. And I also might start editing my Primark haul and do the try on clips for that later as well, just because I don't really need to have like tons of makeup on. I've just got really minimal makeup on today.
It's been exactly
You're right there.
2 months since I've been in lockdown anyway, because I was ill, so I was in lockdown anyway, so.
I know that you're coming back home. Know that you're coming back home. Know that you're coming back home in the morning. I know that you're coming back home. Having my own conversations. Hoping you will come and say.
I must be the worst person ever for vlogging these days, because forgot to end the vlog yesterday, didn't I? It's currently the next day. I've been to work. I just wanted to wrap this little vlog up and actually let you know what happened when we attempted to go to IKEA yesterday. So we drove all the way there, queued a few cars to get into the IKEA car park, and there must have been about 70 people queuing outside, and they've got like barriers and ropes in a zigzag, and they were just people all the way at the top of this car park. And we drove past, you were like, nah, like you'd probably be waiting in that queue for a good 2 hours, considering how many people they might have in the store and how slow, because I'd go around slow as well, how slow people go around IKEA. You'd just be waiting for ages, and we didn't need anything desperately, so we just thought, no, never mind. So we went to the shopping centre instead and had a little browse, little wander around. I didn't get anything because I'm just trying to save my money, as I explained, being a little bit more sensible and not spending ridiculous amounts. I mean, I'm very lucky to get sent clothing for obviously like promo and stuff, and Instagram and YouTube content. Speaking of, I'm really excited to be working with lounge underwear on an Instagram post, and I've just tried this khaki set on of their triangle collection, and I can tell you now, this is one of the comfiest underwear sets I've ever worn. Obviously I've worked with quite a few underwear brands, and I've been an ambassador for some as well, and my underwear drawers overflowing, and I actually love it. These are just so soft. Like, I've got one pair of thongs, I think it was to do with their charity or their birthday thing. They were pink thongs. I think they might be to do with breast cancer, actually, something like that. So I purchased a pair of thongs because I wanted to try them out, and the money was like being donated to charity. But yeah, I'm actually working with them on an Instagram post. They sent out this set. If you've ever watched anyone do a lounge underwear haul, or anyone rave about their underwear, and obviously you've maybe looked at the price and thought, nah, I don't want to pay that, I can tell you from just trying this on once and holding it in my hands that the quality is so worth it, and the way it made me feel, like just the style of this, because I like to pull my thongs up over my hips and wear them quite like high cut and high up, and it just flatters so much, and it's just really comfortable to wear. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed just spending my 2 days off work with me, and if you're back in work you can relate to how I've been feeling, and also if you are potentially looking at buying a house. Like I said before, if you've got any advice or any questions maybe that you have for me, then let me know in the comments below. I would love to have a chat with you guys. If you did enjoy watching this video, please make sure you smash that thumbs up button, and of course please subscribe to my channel before you do leave. There'll be some more videos on my end card if you want to check out any more of my content, which will be fab, and hopefully I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!